Well, the Memphis police chief that's in the mix of all this is Cerelyn C.J. Davis. She is the head mammy in charge. Yes, I called her the head mammy in charge for a lot of reasons. Now, she's currently, in charge of investigating the Tyree Nichols murder. But before, it said she took over as chief of Memphis. It said Davis started her career with the Atlanta Police Department. So in 2006, Davis served as the commander of APD's infamous Red Dog unit. Now that unit, it said, was created in the 1980s to combat drug crews that initiated violence in black communities. Let's say that when they say urban. It said the Red Dog unit was known for its aggressive tactics when it came to arrests and fighting crimes. In 2011, Mayor Kasim Reed disbanded the Red Dog unit due to a multitude of accusations of excessive force, police brutality, illegal searches, and a violation of civil rights. I mean, they just straight criminals. So 10 years later, the Memphis Police Department would create a similar unit called Scorpion. It's a street crimes operation to restore peace in our neighborhoods. This is under this Cerelyn woman. I say the unit consists of 40 police officers split into 4 teams assigned to control high crime areas, mostly predominantly black. So this whole crew that was sent to go out and mess with black people. They didn't put Scorpion in all the neighborhoods, right? They didn't do it. They just put him in the black community. It done by this head mammy in charge, Cerelyn, who won't even do an interview, who won't even do a press conference about what happened. But this is her MO, being in this position, being a good little mammy for white supremacy. You understand? So they say the unit initially received praise from politicians, including Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland, who said the unit had made 390 felony arrests and helped decrease, the crime rate by 12%. I don't believe that. I don't believe it at all. Because a lot of these guys be planting dope and all kind of things on black people. It's however, following the Nichols death, say the unit was disbanded. It said Davis was fired from APD in 2008 after 2 detectives revealed that she told them not to investigate Terrell Marion Crane. And he was a Mzungu who was accused of having images of himself with underage girls. So this head mammy sat here and she would not investigate a straight pedo in the police department. I say Crane was the husband of Davis's co-worker, Tanya Crane. He had a whole wife and was with underage children. It said Davis would be hired as the police chief, it say in Memphis Police Department in 2021. It say in terms of the Tyree Nichols investigation in Memphis, Davis responded to disbanding a Scorpion unit by saying it is in the best interest of all permanently deactivate the Scorpion unit to take proactive steps in the healing process. She's going to create another unit. They're going to let this die down, and they're going to create another unit to go after black people. I told y'all many, many times before, we have a lot of black collaborators in white supremacy. A lot. And this woman here is one of them. You got to remember, she's the chief of police. You talking about them black officers? She hires them. She hired them. These guys wasn't just doing this just all because. Remember, she created this whole unit to go into the black community. So that means the white people was left alone, Asian people was left alone, like there's no crime in none of those communities. Hispanic people was left alone, like there's no crime in their communities. They can leave them alone. Black folks get specialized, aggressive units to go into the black communities, but other groups don't have that. And you wonder why black people leave the black community? You wonder why? You wonder why we don't stay when we get money to go? That's why. Because if you live in the white areas, you don't have to worry about aggressive police doing you anything. Maybe if you leave black people alone and stop sitting up here being an agent of oppression to black people, maybe they'll stay in their own communities. But let me know what y'all think about, this Cerelyn woman, the head mammy in charge in Memphis. Yes, she's a straight mammy. She is the reason why also Tyree Nichols isn't here, because she created that unit. She did it. But she was also over Red Dog over there in Atlanta. She has a history of oppression of black people, doing exactly what her white supremacist masters want her to do.